competitive advantage as an employee. Think about it. Today's working world has computing technology, international outsourcing, and every resource, including human, available faster, cheaper, and better somewhere else. What is your point of differentiation? You need to up your game. And it's easy to do. You've already been using all the skills you need, just not all of them at work. You need to package up everything you do, at home, at work, and at play, and bring it all into your life at work. By bringing 100% of yourself, no one else can match it. I believe anyone can switch on. That is why I have written this book. Switched on isn't about finding something new. It's about shaking off old constraints and digging deep within yourself to find resources that you have always had. All you need to do is wake them up and turn them on. In the words of Joseph Campbell, you want to put yourself on a kind of track that has been there all the while waiting for you, and the life that you ought to be living is the one you are living now. Joseph Campbell, quoted in Joseph Jaworski, Synchronicity, 1996. Living the life I ought to be living is something I have always wished for myself, and I wish it for you too. Sahar, London, March 2010. And the day came when the risk to remain tight in the bud was more painful than the risk to blossom. Anais Nin, Risk. What does being switched on mean? Becoming switched on is a shift from doing just enough to giving 100%. From just hanging on to your job to growing and learning every day. From standing still to being on an enthralling journey. From always waiting to be told what to do next to being proactive. From being bored doing meaningless work to feeling fulfilled and inspired. From being complacent in your comfort zone to honing your creative skills. From being seen as just okay to being indispensable. The 8 Habits of a Switched-On Mindset. Switched on is a mindset. A mindset is the byproduct of a set of behaviours. And behaviours you can change. It's simply a question of adopting new habits. I have learned these habits in my working life. Through starting my own businesses, I have developed a mindset typical of entrepreneurs. But this entrepreneurial mindset is not limited to entrepreneurs. Certainly, the habits have their roots there, but their application is so much wider. I have realised that the most productive mindset comes when you are totally switched on to what you do every day. It's the backbone behind your persistence, the inspiration for your creativity, and the motivation always to keep moving forwards. The entrepreneurial mindset becomes the switched-on mindset. So the 8 habits in this book are based on the habits of an entrepreneur. They are about acting small and being nimble, however big the organisation is. Companies can give you the freedom you need to unleash your whole being, but you will often need to work at doing so. The strength, resources and security of the corporate umbrella used with the new switched-on mindset brought about by these 8 habits can help you to achieve great success. Habit 1. Believing anyone can do it. You already have all the tools you need to be switched on. You have probably used them before, but by virtue of the daily grind they've become a bit rusty. You need to get them oiled again. Habit 2. Putting yourself in your customer's shoes. To regain a perspective on the true purpose of what you do, you need to look at what you mean to customers. Whoever they may be, reconnecting with the impact of what you do brings your job to life. Habit 3. Getting out of the office with your light switched on. Opening yourself up to the world beyond company walls removes any blinkers. With a wider focus, you receive so much stimulation, it can't